Alrighty. Oh, I forgot the frame rate's all crappy at the beginning. Whatever. Okay.
Not be opened yet.
Now, as you recall, last time we did stuff. And now we're gonna do more stuff. Probably gonna shoot things with my bow. With my sexy British, demon hunter lady. Hopefully my mic is coming through okay. But if not, I guess you're just gonna have to enjoy the gentle sounds of me playing Diablo and talking about it. And you won't know what's going on. So I'm drinking some good coffee right now. I keep touching my mic. Yep. The rule in Diablo is skip all the dialogue always. Oh, that's cool. So I got a new active skill. So, you know, you press skill and you go here and then you turn this on and then watch this. Right? Let's watch the animation on that, shall we? Yeah, she doesn't even touch it. It's just like... It's pretty great. I think I'm gonna mostly use crafting in this game, just because I think crafting's kind of fun. And I can't make that right now. Listen to him just rambling over there. He's like... I have been playing a ton of this lately. Not this file, obviously. I'm getting a wizard leveled up, and I'm really enjoying the wizard gameplay. And I don't know. I've been playing this a ton, which is weird because I've been getting new games. I mean, I just got Awesome Knots, which is really fun, but I haven't been playing that very much because my friends that I bought the game for haven't played it. So I like this rapid shot thing. It's like I got a minigun. Speaking of miniguns, that new Team Fortress 2 update is awesome. Well, I guess technically they haven't updated anything yet, but co-op Team Fortress 2 sounds sweet. Like fighting those robots. That's gonna be really fun. Oh, I threw that trap down. When she changes into a monster, she's gonna get killed. I'll walk into it. Yeah! Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Hey, I got a new bow. Let's check it out. 10 damage! Jinkies. So I got a new bow, talked to the guy, got the gold, got the experience.
And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
I always thought it was interesting how different everybody's accents are in Diablo games. Like, they're all supposed to be from the same spot, but, like, some of them are British, and some of them are very distinctly English. English, like, American sounding. That ricochet animation's pretty silly. And this coffee is pretty silly good. It's good. It's tasty coffee. I guess they're gonna do a massive patch for this game in like 2 weeks. And it was really funny because I've put a ton of hours in this game. And I have yet to see any legendary items at all. And, like, the biggest thing that they're addressing is, we're fixing the way that legendary items work. And I was like, what? But then I realized that, at this point, all of the patches... People like me who play Diablo very casually probably make up less than, like, 10% of their current players right now. Because beyond that first, like, initial month of, like, everybody being super hyped up over the game, a lot of the people who bought the game probably quit playing it. Just because of the way they marketed it, you know, they kind of marketed it as like, oh, Diablo isn't... I don't know, it's tricky. I mean, the original Diablo games were very unique, which is why people love them so much. And this one's still fairly unique, but not... It's nothing special. It isn't... We don't live in an age where 3 good PC games come out a year. It's more like 20 good PC games come out a year. Zing. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird thing, so... They're used to people, like, they were like, and we're gonna fix the way that, we're gonna fix the way that, drop rates occur when you hit level 60. And I was like, I have played my main character, my monk. I've played that character so much, and I'm like level 52. And to be honest, I'm probably never gonna hit level 60 because I've hit that stupid, like, barrier where the game quit being fun. Because if I want to beat this next boss, I would literally have to grind for, like, a solid 4 hours, I would guess. I mean, I was just kind of running around and killing stuff for a while, and then I looked at my little experience bar down here, was like, right there. I was like, oh, wow, that's fun. Compared to right now, where, as you can see, I'm leveling up every 8 seconds. I've already leveled up twice in this video. I wonder what I unlocked. Puncturing arrow. Oh, so this is what I was talking about earlier with runes. So now I increase the chance to pierce by 50%. That's... Oh no! So these are unique monsters. These are kind of the fun part of the game. One of the fun parts, I guess. They're just monsters that have different affixes that give them special properties. Did I talk about that last time? I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I talked about. Just shooting some skeletons, don't mind me. Yeah! It's a pretty good noise. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that came out of there. Why would you ever use anything else? That's ridiculous. I hope she gets some cool abilities. As my wizard, I just got a move that's called Disintegrate, and I just shoot a giant red laser across the screen, which is hilarious. And I have a move where my wizard just explodes, which is pretty funny. Speaking of exploding, what? I'm very excited for Borderlands 2, and I'm probably going to get it for PC, and when that comes out, I might do a Let's Play of it, because I think that would be kind of fun. So far I've been playing, well, I've played a Nintendo 64 game, which, by the way, Turok 3's done. I'm not doing any more of that. That game is awful. It's not Robopon level of awful, where I can enjoy some things about it. Turok is like, I straight up hate that game. So I think between Robopon and Diablo 3, that's all I'm going to do for right now. And if I beat one of them, If I beat Diablo 3 before I beat Robopon, then there's something seriously wrong. Because this is a long game, especially the first act. The acts, there are 4 acts, and each one is shorter than the last. Which is kind of weird, and it's kind of scummy, actually, because in the demo, if you could get like a 30-day trial. If you bought a box copy of the game, you got a code for a 30-day trial, so you could give it to your friends, and then they would enter the code, and they would have to download the game, and then they could play it for 30 days. And the logic behind that was, well, if they enjoy it, they'll buy it. And what it did is it limited you to the first act. So we'll just kind of keep track, and you'll be able to see when I beat the first act, it's going to take me, well, probably not me, because I've played through this game so many times, but the first time I played through the game, it took me, I think, 9 hours to get through the first act, which is a fair bit. Fun fact, these names right here are some of the developers. Boop, 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 boop. At the end, I'll do a Let's Play Diablo 3 credits roll. No, I won't. And, But if I was, I would point those names out. But if you don't believe me, look it up. Or don't. I don't care. Do whatever you want with your life. I ate Olga's Snackers before this, and now I have, like, weird heartburn. I wish I could shoot arrows that fast. Speaking of arrows, I just read this weird compilation thing of, wow, I got the right one. It's the first try. There are like 4 different tombs you can go into, and you have to find the right one, and I picked it on the first try. Anyway, speaking of arrows, I was reading Spider-Man comics earlier, and I read a really good one where he hung out with Hawkeye, and Hawkeye did this little monologue where he talked about how he was the only person on the team that didn't have superpowers, and how he, referring to the Avengers by BT dubs, and he was talking about how he was the only person on the team that didn't have powers, and how that's why he was always training so hard, was because he didn't want people to think that he sucked, because he was like, if I ever miss, then people think I'm weak. And Peter runs off to kill the guy that they're fighting, and then Hawkeye's like, I'm gonna take the shot. And he takes the shot, and it's, I think he said it was like 700 yards away or something ridiculous. And Hawkeye's just yelling into the mic, did I hit him? And the arrow's like 3 feet away from the guy. And Hawkeye gets on this weird bike thing that he had that was like magical and had a hovering wheel, which made no sense. And like flies over and he was like, did I hit him? Did I hit him? And then he walks up and Peter jabbed the arrow into the guy to make it look like he hit him. And I was like, oh, that must be what it's like to have friends. And then I cried. I didn't cry at that. I cried at this Batman comic I read. Because they did that reboot with the New 52, but they didn't... It's weird, because before that reboot, like, I think about 1.5 years ago, they started doing this new storyline where Bruce Wayne didn't die, but he quit being Batman, and he had, I want to say, Dick. He had Dick, which is Nightwing, become Batman in his stead. And then Robin became Damian, which was Bruce Wayne's son with Talia al Ghul. And it was this big story where Damian was really frustrated because he felt like Bruce didn't trust him, and then there was this guy, and at the end there was a really emotional scene with Damian and Bruce, and I teared up in the bookstore because I'm a baby. And then this lady was like, are you crying at a comic book? Are you some sort of baby? And I was like, shut your mouth! And I ran out. That's not true, but I teared up. The Batman and Robin story arc with Damian and Dick is so good. There's one where Damian gets locked in a room with the Joker, and way back in the day, there was a storyline where the Joker kidnapped Robin, one of the Robins, and beats him almost to death with a crowbar, and then locks him in a warehouse full of explosives and blows it up. And so Damian beats the Joker with a crowbar that he like smuggled into the room. It's so good. I just spoiled so much Batman stuff. Whatever. If you haven't already read that comic from the 80s, then I don't think you're going to. And the cover art for that issue where Damian beats him with the crowbar is Damian holding a bloody crowbar. So if you couldn't put 2 and 2 together, there you go. I've always loved the Joker, and it really... I like the Dark Knight, I like the Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker, but people seem to think that that's like the definitive Joker, and I just want to be like, shut your mouth. Jack Nicholson nailed it. Like, Jack Nicholson was like the perfect Joker. What's his face? Cesar Romero? Is that who played the Joker on the old really cheesy 60s Batman? He was a good Joker. And he nailed the Joker that was being written at that time. I mean, now it wouldn't work, because he comes up with ideas like... I can't name a single thing that Joker did. He farts on people for ransom? I don't know. So... my point is... I like comic books. Oh, I got heartburn from that coffee. Pretty sure every time I've ever had coffee ever, I've gotten heartburn from it, so I don't know why I keep drinking it. Other than I like being awake. I like this game. I tried to buy Titan Quest on Steam, but Steam is not working for me today for some reason. Because Titan Quest is just like 3D Diablo, so I was going to do this really funny joke where I was going to play Titan Quest, and then I was going to be like, hey everybody, welcome to Diablo, and you would have been like, what? And I would have been like, I'm a jokester. I don't even know how long I've been playing. Sound design in this game is great. I think I said that last time too. Whatever. Sound design is good. I'm always a fan of, like, stuff like that. Uh-oh. Voice acting's pretty good too. Other than Deckard Cain, I don't think it's even the Deckard Cain from the original games. If it is, he sounds very different. And they actually talk about that on the Giant Bombcast, and they point out that he might sound different because it's using actual quality audio instead of, like, 16-bit audio or whatever. I don't know. But, that's gonna do it for this one.